Right now on 12 News at 6, we're looking ahead to November when Arizona's race for governor will be in the spotlight on Election Day.
Democratic candidate and current Secretary of State Katie Hobbs will be facing off against Trump-endorsed Republican candidate Kari Lake. And the campaigns are already well underway. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Curtis.
And I'm Kari Divine. Tonight we're focusing on one of the issues that matters most to Arizonans, and that's education.
Team 12 political insider Bram Resnick has more on the candidates' ideas for improving K-12 schools.
We want a curriculum that makes sense. We want a curriculum that sets our kids up for success.
Republican nominee for governor Kari Lake wants Arizona school children to learn from a curriculum developed by a small Christian college in Michigan.
I believe in the Hillsdale College 1776 curriculum.
It's also known as the 1776 curriculum. Former President Donald Trump gave it his seal of approval.
And patriotic moms and dads are going to demand that their children are no longer fed hateful lies about this country.
Hillsdale College President Larry Arnn headed Trump's short-lived 1776 commission to support what Trump called patriotic education.
The teachers are trained in the dumbest parts of the dumbest colleges in the country.
In this hidden camera video obtained by a Nashville TV station, Larry Arnn mocked public schools with language often used by right-wing critics.
They're messing with people's children, and they feel entitled to do anything to them.
The 1776 curriculum promotes a conservative reading of American history. One theme, blaming progressives, Democratic presidents, for the greatest deviations from the original Constitution. Teachers are instructed that young American citizens must understand why and how the government of the country they now live in was changed from what their country's founders originally intended. A Lake spokesman provided this response. She had looked through the Hillsdale 1776 curriculum and discussed it with educators before selecting it as an alternative to the biased CRT-based indoctrination permeating current textbooks and lesson plans. Also on Lake's K-12 policy agenda, school choice. Parents could send their children to any school for any purpose. Advanced classes at one school, the varsity football team at another. Technical and trades education. Lake would give students more options to attend technical or trade schools as soon as their sophomore year in high school.
What I'm hearing most from people is they want us to fund our public schools.
Democratic nominee Katie Hobbs puts education at the top of a long to-do list. Here's some of what's on her agenda. Charter school accountability. Hobbs wants to ensure taxpayer dollars are going to classrooms, not to the private companies that run the schools. A voucher rollback. Hobbs would try to reverse the legislature's expansion of school vouchers for all students. And filling the jobs pipeline. Hobbs said she would focus on easing the critical worker shortage in healthcare fields by boosting the number of students. And regarding that voucher expansion, opponents are gathering signatures right now to put the expansion to a statewide vote in 2024. We could know before Election Day in November whether that vote will happen.
All right, Bram, and if Kari Lake were to become the next governor of Arizona, what would the process look like to put that 1776 curriculum into place?
So there are two ways to go here. She could go through the State Board of Education, which traditionally has signed off on changes to curriculum, or she could go through the legislature to do that. And one word about the legislature, keep an eye on it, because right now the state legislature, after the primary results last week, is looking, it will be very conservative and might go along with a plan like that.
All right, Bram, thank you so much.
Sure thing.